In the last video, we discussed the Euclidean distance on Rn. Although the most important, this is by no means the only distance on Rn. Let us look at another example called the maximum distance on Rn, which takes two points in Rn and associates the maximum difference between their coordinates. That is, we are looking at maximum of 1 less than or equal to I less than or equal to n modulus of xi minus yi. To show it's a distance, we need to show that it satisfies some properties. The first of which is positivity. This is actually not so difficult to see. Notice that if the distance between x and y is 0, then the maximum of mod of xi minus yi will be 0, which means that mod of xi minus yi is 0 for all I. That is, xi is equal to yi for all I, which means that the two vectors x and y are equal. Thus, this metric or this distance satisfies positivity. Symmetry is even more easy to see. Notice that the distance between x and y is the maximum of mod of xi minus yi. But mod of xi minus yi is equal to mod of yi minus xi. Thus, maximum of mod of xi minus yi is equal to maximum of mod of yi minus xi, which is equal to the distance between y and x. Thus, this distance is symmetric. So now we need to only show triangle inequality. It's slightly less simple or straightforward than the other two, but still not so difficult. Notice that the distance between x and z is equal to the maximum of mod of xi minus zi. But mod of xi minus zi is equal to mod of xi minus yi plus yi minus zi. Triangle inequality tells us that mod of xi minus yi plus yi minus zi is less than or equal to mod of xi minus yi plus mod of yi minus zi. Notice that if you take the maximum of mod of xi minus yi and maximum of mod of yi minus zi and sum them, this will be greater than or equal to mod of xi minus yi plus mod of yi minus zi. Thus, maximum of mod of xi minus yi plus maximum of mod of yi minus zi will be greater than or equal to maximum of mod of xi minus yi plus mod of yi minus zi. But maximum of mod of xi minus yi is equal to distance between x and y, and maximum of mod of yi minus zi is the distance between y and z. And thus we have the triangle inequality. So, with this we have concluded that this is indeed a distance. However, this in itself does not help us understand the distance. To understand the distance, we need to build some geometric intuition, and for that we need to play with the distance for a while. To this purpose, we will restrict our attention to the case when n is equal to 2. For simplicity, let us take x to be origin and look at the distance of points to the origin. First, we will consider 0, 1, and as expected, its distance from origin is 1. And the same is true for 1, 0, 0, minus 1 and minus 1, 0. What might be slightly surprising is that the distance of 1, 1 to origin is also equal to 1. This is because the x coordinate and the y coordinate are both equal to 1. Recall that the distance of this point to origin in the Euclidean distance is equal to square root of 2, which is got by Pythagoras theorem. We can further notice that if you take any point on the red square, for similar reasons, we can show that all those points are at a distance 1 from origin. And all points inside the red square are at a distance less than 1 from origin. If you take the Euclidean distance, then the set of all points at a distance 1 from origin is given by the green circle. And the set of all points that are at a distance less than 1 would be the points inside the green circle. More precisely, the interior of the red square contains all points in R2 whose maximum distance from the origin is less than 1. Similarly, the interior of the green circle contains all points in R2 whose Euclidean distance from origin is less than 1. Notice that the interior of the green circle lies completely inside the red square. Therefore, if the Euclidean distance of a point to origin is less than 1, then the max distance of that point to origin is also less than 1. Now we can ask a question. Can we find a number such that if the max distance of a point to origin is less than that number, then the Euclidean distance of that point to origin is less than 1? As points that are at a fixed max distance from origin looks like a square, to find such a number you need to draw a square that completely lies inside the green circle. And we will try to find the dimensions of the maximal square that can be drawn in this fashion. And this dimension can be found out by looking at this triangle whose hypotenuse is 1 and the other two sides are equal. Therefore, their dimensions should be 1 by root 2 each. Thus, the points on the black square are at a distance 1 by root 2 from origin. In other words, the interior of the black square contains all those points in R2 whose max distance to origin is less than 1 by square root of 2. Further, notice that there was nothing special about the number 1. We could have replaced it with any other number epsilon. Now let us revisit all this algebraically. D max of x comma 0 is equal to max of mod of xi minus 0. And the Euclidean distance between x and origin is equal to norm x. Recall that norm x square is equal to x1 square plus x2 square. But x1 square plus x2 square will be less than or equal to 2 times whichever is bigger among x1 square and x2 square. Therefore, you can write that norm x square is less than or equal to 2 times max of xi square. On the other hand, it's greater than or equal to max of xi square. Taking square root, we get that max of mod xi is less than or equal to norm x is less than or equal to root 2 times max of mod xi. And let us understand this identity in terms of the picture that we saw earlier. If we focus on the first inequality and assume that norm x is less than epsilon, then it implies that maximum of mod xi is also less than epsilon. And this is capturing the fact that the green circle is contained inside the red square. On the other hand, if you focus on the second inequality and assume that maximum of mod xi is less than epsilon by square root of 2, then norm x is less than or equal to square root of 2 into epsilon by square root of 2, which is equal to epsilon. So, the second inequality is capturing the fact that the black square is contained inside the green circle. We will see the n-dimensional version of this identity in lecture 2.2. I hope the geometric intuition that we have developed in this video has prepared you for what is to come.